my gosh, I hope this works. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna try and make an experimental kind of jam. I wanna try and make a raspberry rhubarb jam with lime in it. I think that's a good combo, but I can't find any recipes in any canning book whatsoever, so I'm just gonna talk it through. I'm gonna be using the strawberry rhubarb jam recipe and also the raspberry recipe from the other side, but the raspberry recipe calls for 6.5 cups of sugar, I believe. 6.5 cups of sugar, which I might have to do because the rhubarb and the raspberries are tart, and even though I've picked like fairly sweet raspberries, they're still like, it's not like 100% of them are really sweet. So I might just kind of do it in the middle and just call it 6 cups of sugar and see how that goes. And then I'm gonna go with the 4 tablespoons of lime juice. And the lime juice that I'm using is the Santa Cruz organic lime juice. So I'm gonna be putting 4 tablespoons of that in, and then I'm just gonna be doing, because I want to double the recipe, so I'm gonna have to double everything. So it's 8 tablespoons of the lime juice and, oh good Lord, 12 cups of sugar. That's a lot. Okay, and then I also need to grab my pectin. 4 cups of rhubarb I've got. So I'm gonna be putting that into here. And it says to follow the strawberry recipe. I guess I'm supposed to mash them. You know what, I'm gonna cook, because the rhubarb is still quite stiff, and the raspberries take like nothing for them to get squished into like basically almost liquefied form. So I'm gonna cook the rhubarb first, just to soften them up. I'm assuming they become mushy when you cook it, so who knows? All right, we're just gonna cook those for a bit until they become mushy, and hopefully they will. And then we'll start making jam. Oh my gosh, I hope this works. I can hear them sizzling quite a bit, and I don't have any grease or oil at the bottom, so I'm just gonna kind of steam them. And just keep a very, I don't know, what do I have in here? Maybe 1/4 inch? I have about that much water in the bottom, because I don't want to add liquid to this jam. I want to take it out, but I also don't want to burn the rhubarb, and I don't want to put oil into the jam. So if I lightly steam it, maybe I'm going to put a little bit more. Yeah, and then I'm going to just put in, so I'm just going to kind of boil these a little bit, and then I'm just going to keep cooking it until all this water evaporates, and then I'm left with juice. Okay, so the water's boiling. Oh wow. Okay, so they're really starting to soften up already. I didn't actually think it would be that fast. All right. So now, see, when I added that second thing of water in there, I would not do that. I didn't realize even the big pieces are starting to mush up. So don't add that second little bit of water, because now it's going to take that much longer for it to evaporate. Not a big deal, but I'm just cooking this for a lot longer than I want to, so I won't make that mistake next time. And I'm just stirring occasionally because I don't want anything to stick to the bottom, which it's not. There's still quite a bit of water in here. You know what? Thinking of it now, I'm thinking that if I would have just put the raspberries in with the rhubarb, there's actually no need for water. So I'm thinking I can actually skip this whole step next time and then just put the rhubarb directly in with the, you know what? I'm just going to do that now because, oh, what to do, I don't know. It seems like it's already thickening up because when I'm pulling it like this, I can see the bottom of the saucepan. You know what? I'm going to throw all these raspberries in. All right, wish me luck. Okay, so I need to Combined berries and lemon juice. Okay, so I need 8 tablespoons of lime juice. So I need 8 tablespoons of lime juice. But then when do I... Oh, bring to a boil, stir frequently, and then I add my sugar. Oh, but I also need my pectin. Hang on. Let me give this guy... I turn down the heat a little bit because I don't want this to... burn on the bottom. It smells good. Okie dokie. So, okay, lemon juice. Okay, so I need what? 8, right? 8 teaspoons or tablespoons? Tablespoons. Okay, so 1. Ooh. It kind of smells like if raspberry daiquiri was a thing. It smells just like that. Huh. All right, let me go get my pectin. So what I'm doing now is I've got my gelatin, and this is the one that I'm using, the Knox brand. And it says to add to boiling water, but this one is based on the Ball Classic Fruit Pectin. I know they're interchangeable, or one package of the Bernardin Original Pectin, but this one doesn't actually tell me how heavy this is or how much is in this little packet. So it says 57 grams. And this is 7 grams with the little package. But Bernardin, or one package. And I know when I did my strawberry jam, it came out a little runny, and I did one package per like serving, not serving, but like per recipe. So I'm actually gonna do 2 packages of this per recipe. So that would mean I would need 4, but I don't want it to be like, I don't want to overdo it. You know what? Just like the sugar, I'm gonna go in the middle. So I'm gonna grab 3 of these guys for 2 of these recipes. So I just gotta get 1 more of these, and I need to dissolve them in boiling water. So it's 1/4 cup of boiling water, stir occasionally, or stir constantly until dissolved, about 1 to 2 minutes. I've got my kettle on, and now it's just a waiting game. And because my water bath can, this is almost done, I'm assuming, because all I have to do is basically stir constantly for a hard boil. I've got to still add my sugar in, and then once that's done, it's pretty much done. So I'm gonna actually flip this. So I'm gonna put this on the back burner, and I'm gonna bring my water bath canner, which is nowhere near boiling, up here, because this is a bigger burner than the one back there. So I'm gonna flip these over, and then I'm gonna get another packet of gelatin, and yeah, we're off to the races, I guess. At this point, I kind of feel like I have no idea what's going on, but I'm going with it. I added the pectin, and my math was way off, because I was stuck on the fact that the book said only have 1 packet per recipe. And for whatever reason, these packets are so small, so I won't be using those again. But it's a good learning experience. I can't talk much during these videos. I didn't record me making the strawberry jam because I was so nervous, and because I had never canned anything before. So for this one, I need to get over my fear. I'm gonna do a great job. It's a complete experiment as to what I'm doing, and that's totally fine. But, yeah, I'm comfortable doing this because the whole point of this channel is to see if I can create an urban homestead. And if I don't show you my fails, well then what's the point? So I'm bringing you along on this journey, and we're gonna see. So I can still feel a little bit of the sugar granulars, like when I'm scraping off the bottom of the pan or the pot. So I'm stirring constantly like it says, and I'm gonna now get my book because I can't remember if I need to bring this to a boil and then I can start putting it in the jars, or return to a rolling boil. Oh, okay. Return to a rolling boil. Stir constantly. Okay. Boil hard. Stir constantly for 1 minute. Immediately stir in orange flavor liqueur. Oh, but that's the Saskatoon berry. So I'm basically following the strawberry rhubarb jam, but it tells you kind of like what, like how many cups to put in of what, and then you still follow the directions on the jam above, which is Saskatoon berry. So I'm pretty much done because I'm not putting in the orange liqueur. I'm not going to skim off the foam. I didn't do that for the strawberry, and in the book it just said it's like a visually appealing and it won't be cloudy. Well, my family doesn't care if jam is cloudy. All they care about this is the taste. So I'm okay to leave the foam, and there's like hardly anything in this anyways as far as foam goes. So I don't even know what I would. I think I would end up taking off more of the actual jam and discarding it or eating it later. Okay, so I've got a nice rolling boil on this, and it won't go away when I stir it, so which is perfect. My water bath canner is, see, I guess now I'm getting the foam. I've seen some people on YouTube, they don't dunk their lids, or like this part, not the rim, but this part in, some people don't put it in boiling water, and then some people still do because they have that magnetic suction cup or whatever to pick them up out of the water. So if someone could let me know, yeah, like they're clean, they're sanitized, but I don't know if I still need to do that or not. And I don't know if this needs to be like, I'm hoping I'm working fast enough. Try not to burn my fingers, which is easier said than done. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need 4 rims. 4. All right. Finger tight. A little bit. Ow! Oh, that's hot. A little bit, finger tight, a little bit, finger tight. Ooh, I also have that scooper thing I grabbed. All right, totally forgot I grabbed this the other day. All right, turn up the heat on this. And then we've got that one. And then we've got that one. All right. Please have enough headspace. Okay, so yeah, that's about an inch worth. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. This is water that I had boiling. Just really nervous about not having enough, and I wasn't pouring it directly on the jar, just off to the side. All right, so this has to come to a boil, and then we're gonna start our 10 minutes. And this guy, I'm just gonna put in the fridge once it cools off. And then we've got some to try. So we'll see. Before those are ready, this should be ready. So we'll see if it works or if it tastes good. I'm really hoping the lime comes out, so we'll see. Ooh, this one's really... See, now I don't know if I need to have water on the top of these guys. So I'm just gonna dunk it in one more time. So I was told, it says in the book, don't knock off the water. So, well, they're starting to pop, so it sounds good. Must mean I did something right. So here are the jars that I did, and then this is the one that I have left over. It's still pretty liquidy, but I'm really hoping it kind of solidifies somewhat when it gets cooler. But these are the jars, so I ended up getting 5 jars, and I just took them out. So they're just gonna hang out here. In the book it says they have to rest with the rings on for 24 hours. Then I can pop these rings off, but it has quite a bit of water on the top. So I noticed with my strawberry lids or with my strawberry jars, that by tomorrow morning this had already all evaporated. So I'm assuming that's the same case with this, and that's what's supposed to happen. I ended up submerging these again into the water bath because one of these had tilted on its side and it didn't have any water on the top. So I don't know how crucial it is for all these to be filled with that water. And there we go, 5 jars of jam. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I know everyone is really busy. I really, really appreciate when you're able to stop off at my channel and see what I'm doing around the house, the garden, and the kitchen. So until next time, thanks so much. Bye.